Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Firefall. Today we're talking about LGVs and MGVs, so transportation vehicles in the game. And I want to talk about how fast they are, how expensive they are to achieve, to craft or buy, and what you should get for what reason and how expensive it's going to be. Um, yeah, so let's start. At first, let's have a look at the Redbean store, so for real money. As you can see, I own a decent amount of items in here. We have the Vapeur LGV, the Cobra R-54, the Cheetah Model S, and the Snow Squall MGV. Those three LGVs are basically the same speed. The only difference between them is how they look and why the Cheetah is a special expensive. It has a turbo upgrade installed by default. So you grab your bike, you buy it, jump on it, and you can boost away right at the beginning. For all the other bikes, you have to buy booster upgrade kits if you want to use a booster. That's a special part I want to talk, or I will talk about in this video. So, I don't own the Cheetah Model S, but I drove it during the Super LGV race event thing, whatever. I uploaded a lot of videos about this event on my channel, so just look for a bit older videos and you will see a lot of videos driven with this particular bike. And yeah, it is the same speed like the Cobra or the Vapeur or any other default epic LGV. The Snow Squall is has a different kind of speed. So the Ranger has a speed above average, the same like Snow Squall and the Bumblebee. Ranger isn't available anymore, but Snow Squall via 400 Redbeans in-game. 400 Redbeans is around $40. And the Bumblebee is only available via real cash from the website firefall.com, those special bundles. I don't know how expensive the bundle is, but it has exactly the same speed, the same hit points. The only difference between the Snow Squall and Bumblebee is the color. I can show it real quick. Wait, I got them all in quick bar. So here we got the Snow Squall. It has yellow spikes in the tires, but it's all in all white. And now for the Bumblebee, let's find a spot to spawn. And here we got the Bumblebee. It has the same yellow spikes, but it's all in all, yeah, yellow and black, like a Bumblebee. But from the model, they're exactly the same hit points, same speed, same handling. So, since we got this car right here, let's test drive it. Water doesn't affect the speed of the vehicles right now, so yeah, let's go for it. So we reached 77 kilometers per hour really quick. What's around 21.6 meters per second. And as you can see, it barely drops while steering. And what's really special about this is you have a passenger seat, so you can drive around with two persons. So when you and a friend, or brother, sister, whatever, are planning to play this game together a lot, you can buy one of those cars, or both of you buy one car, and you can, or in theory, one car is enough, because you can switch to passenger seat or driver seat, and everyone can take the other seats, even people who are not in your group. So you shouldn't go AFK like this, because I'm pretty sure someone will capture your car and drive you right off the next cliff or into the sea, whatever. Beware of the trolls. But yeah, on a straight line, this car, or MGV, accelerates pretty fast. Space for 2 people and 400 red beans for the snow squall, or about 50 bucks for this package. Real quick. I don't want to talk shit to you, so let's go to the special packages. Okay, 47.99 euros, so around 40 to 50 bucks. Closer to 50 bucks. So, here we go again. And, yeah, is the car worth 40 bucks? For this right now, in Coral Forest, you have a lot of space. Sertao, also a lot of space. Devil's Tusk, forest, a lot of forest, but from space here, driving the cars, all maps are okay. But for a straight line, just for only you, an MGV, no. It's way too expensive and totally useless. So when only you want to travel fast from one point to another, get an LGV. So, let's go to the LGVs. Usually you start with the Cobra P1. So, the basic P1 has speed of average, handling average, and 3000 hit points. It's a gray-white bicycle, and yeah, it's the basic MGV skin. So let's see how it accelerates and what's the high speed is. So acceleration is again pretty okay, but the high speed is 65 kilometers, what's around 18.12 meters per second. What I have to say here is, when you have a battle frame that's completely on run speed, it will cap out at 13.8 meters per second. So with this bike you're around 4.5 meters per second faster than a speed maxed frame on foot. That's yeah. It is faster than going, especially for a beginner, and since beginners won't reach those high run speeds, it's pretty awesome that Red 5 decided to give this bike away for free 24 hours after your first gaming session, and you log out. Then you have to wait about 24 hours, and then you have another 24 hours to claim it. I think claiming is it's enough to log in. You should get it automatically to your inventory when you log in within those 24 hours. If I'm wrong about this, please let me know in the comments, but as far as I know, this is the actual point, whatever, how they handle it right now. Now, as you can see here, we get the Turbo, or the P1 Turbo LGV. Let's drag and drop it. And you need a turbo upgrade kit for it. The problem with those upgrade kits is turbo. Nope. Filters. Probably I should write it right. Turbo. Okay, here we go. Let's sort the pricing. And here we got the P1 upgrade kit for 2,222 credits. So for beginner, this is quite expensive. Those are over 50,000 crystite. I don't recommend to buy this one. Let's see if the XLR is here. Yeah, here's the XLR for around 3.9. Okay, we will come to this later. But buying the turbo upgrade kit for the P1, you can do it for the lulz like I did, but if you really want to use it, no, don't do it. It's again the same model, and it again accelerates to 65 real quick, and now you can use the booster and we will hit 78 kilometers per hour for a short period of time. And then we're on cooldown for a few seconds, and we were able to use it again. And as you heard right now, or right here, the second click, there is, let's call it a feature. You can use the turbo twice. Sometimes. Not every time, but sometimes it works. I choose the left mouse button on vehicle for the booster kit, not shift like it's by default. And I spam it like stupid when I'm activating the booster and keep on spamming it. So sometimes it triggers the booster a second time. So yeah, you can try this by your own. And yeah, it's again 65 kilometers per hour, around 18.12 meters per second, and with the booster we go up to 21 meters per second. It's a great bike for beginners since it's for free when you claim it, but yeah, it's a starter's bike. And if you miss to claim it, you still can craft it. The blueprint for it is unlocked by default, so new players should have this blueprint as they create their character. Semiconductors are kind of hard to get for beginners because you have to get stuff from around Stonewall, Shantytown, level 20 to 29 equipment, but only five. It's pretty okay since you can buy them for on the market for 3 credits each, and you anyways need 50 credits. So just exchange a few credits more and get them from the market. And also the iron bars, one per iron bar, or just make a few thumpers or depots. And then you can craft this bike. Cannot build more than one, so I can't tell you how long it takes. I think it's 12 hours, something around this. But so yeah, when you miss to claim it, you still can craft it, and it's pretty cheap. Even for a beginner, it's pretty affordable. Next up, we got the XLR. The Cobra XLR is a blue vehicle, and its speed is above average, so it should be faster than the P1, who is only average. Handling is above average, but handling is something I don't really care about. And hit points also above average. So let's use this. This bike should match my outfit now real good, because it's still the same model. It's a bit gray, but with blue parts this time. And as you can see right away, 7,500 hit points. So you can jump from several more cliffs until it explodes and you have to respawn it. Or hit enemies, whatever. So now the usual acceleration and high speed test. Acceleration is real quick to 75. This took some time, but 76. What's about 21 meters per second, so it's the speed that Turbo P1 reaches during turbo time. And that's the speed this bike can drive by default. You unlock this bike by completing a job in Seratao. It's in the wheelhouse from the dredge job board. It's a priority job, and then it grants you a blueprint for the XLR. And this is this bike. The speed is really okay, and the blueprint is here. And this is pretty expensive when you reach level around 25 with your very first frame. I don't think you can really afford this stuff by crafting. Um, Also, buying the stuff from the market is expensive, so don't hit level 25 and think, yay, now I can craft this bike. Probably not. Probably you will take some time more, because now you need 2000 credits, again 50,000 crystite, and those hybrids that you can craft down here. So they they cost some stuff. So yeah, that's the XLR. It's yeah, it's a pretty nice bike. Usually at least when you hit level 30, you should have all the stuff together to get it. Or most of the time you should get it before hitting level 30. But yeah, it's a pretty nice bike, and most of the people use this even later on as end bike, and don't bother about buying one for real money, or yeah, from the market for a lot of credits. So this bike is probably your new friend to the end of times. Just kidding. But it's a pretty decent bike, and 75 kilometers per hour is quite decent. So it's a good bike if you don't want to spend money or credits for a new bike. Just stick with this one. It's yeah, it's a good bike. But there is also an XLR Turbo upgrade kit. Costs again 3,900 credits. Quite expensive for a beginner, but later on it's pretty affordable. I'm yeah blank right now, kind of, but later on this is quite affordable. So you can, when you want to stick to the XLR, you should get the upgrade kit for it. Um, you can get it for gold tokens from the vending machine if you have a lot of luck, but as you can see, there are quite some upgrade kits, and you need especially the one upgrade kit for your bike or it won't work. So good luck with this one, or just head over to the market and buy it. It's pretty affordable. And as you can see, the Cobra XLR Turbo is an epic bike. Doesn't matter, the speed is above average, so the base speed stays the same. And it even doesn't even look different, because it's the same bike, just with a turbo upgrade kit. And again, it matches perfectly my outfit. Okay, now we got a crashed thumper, but not exactly in our way, so this shouldn't affect us in any way. So, acceleration test and high-speed test. Acceleration is, again, pretty okay. And now to the turbo. And it tells 27.5 meters per second. And that's quite decent. And 25 meters per second are around 100 kilometers per hour. I had to steer here, but we had around 98 to 100 kilometers per hour, and this is quite decent. And as you can see, the cooldown on those turbo kits isn't that long. And since you can hit them twice from time, you manage to climb some hills with the turbo kit. We'll come to this later in or at the end of the video, pretty short, but we'll talk about this. And now for the one bike that's worth buying, in my opinion, for real money. It's the Cobra R-54 LGV. That's the one for 175 Redbeans. So there is no 17.5 euro package, so you would basically buy a 20 euro package of Redbeans, or earn a lot of crystite, exchange the credits, sell stuff for credits, exchange those credits to Redbeans, and then buy it for Redbeans from the Redbean store. This is always an option. Don't forget this. And why a lot of people won't buy this bike is it's still the same model. It's purple. I think Mika is loving this bike because it's purple. And it's I have this bike since beta. I started playing the game together with some friends, and I thought, man, usually you buy a game for 60, 70 bucks, play it for a few hours, let's say 100 hours playtime, and then you throw it away. 60 bucks. And this game is completely for free. You can exchange in-game money to real money currency, kind of, and 20 bucks. Sure, why not? I pay much more for other games. And yeah, for now I'm playing this game for 147 days. So, yes. I think I spent those 20 bucks really, this bike is worth 20 bucks. So, now, again, enough of this talking. Let's come to the numbers. It has only 3000 HP, but it hits 93 by default, and that's pretty quick. And 93. The XLR hit 75, 76. So this bike is a lot faster than the XLR. So when you're planning to spend more time in the game and you like riding the bike, sure, there are people who are using the air taxis or only glider or whatever, but when you like riding the bike, you should get this bike. 175 Redbeans is a decent price for this. It's fast. It's just fast. And 3000 HP, I don't care. I crash it and spawn it again. This bike has a 30-second cooldown like every bike. Or do they have 30 seconds? Yeah, 30-second cooldown. So every 30 seconds you can crash your bike and spawn it again. Who does this? But this bike is really awesome. As I said, I have it since beta and it never let me down. It's an awesome bike. If you're planning to play this game longer, get it. And there is even an upgrade kit, and it's cheaper than the XLR upgrade kit. It's cheaper than XLR upgrade kit because more people get the XLR and want the upgrade kit for it. But yeah, it's about 1,400 cheaper. And again, pretty affordable. And here we got the turbo version of it. Again, same model, same color, same base speed, 93, and the turbo. And with the turbo you hit around 111 watts, around 29 meters per second. Again, by foot you cap out at 13.8. And 108 to 110 on a flat ground. Awesome. So when you're getting this bike, get the upgrade kit. It's totally worth it, especially when climbing hills. Again, we'll come to this later on. Now let's go back to the Redbean store. I wouldn't buy the Cheetah S. I just wouldn't. It's exactly the same like the Turbo R-54 for 450 Redbeans to 175 Redbeans and a few credits on the market. But it looks pretty badass, the black and red. But it's again the same. It's the completely same model, only different colors. It looks badass. It has turbo kit by default. When you have the money, you like it, go for it. I wouldn't, and I haven't. And as you can see, I own a lot of shit. But no, sorry, this is just too expensive for me when I'm already got a decent bike. talking about decent bikes, I also said you can achieve a bike, and this is the Lancer M3. When you're planning to get this, get it real quick, because around end of December, beginning January, we should get the update, and probably we won't be able to achieve it since the update, or when the update hits after this time, or at this time we're not able to achieve this. Probably, we don't know. But since we're only having Core Forest and Sertao, and the vendor for this bike is in Devil's Tusk, you should get it quick if you want to get it. And I will show you why you should get it. The speed is excellent, the same as the Cobra or the Locust. The bike is from Omnidyne M. Oh, put it in the wrong slot. One moment, I have to change this. I can't stand this. So. Okay. It is freaking black and green. Has a different model. It just looks freaking badass. It even has a shield in the back, so you can watch inside the engine or whatever. And it also sounds different. Okay, now do the acceleration. The basic acceleration is pretty quick. It goes up to 92. No, 93. Okay, it's 1 kilometer per hour slower than other bikes, but I don't care about this 1 kilometer. What makes this bike special is it also has by default an upgrade kit, but it's no usual booster. It's what does the tooltip say? It's a prototype plasma exhaust overdrive system. Yay, this sounds freaking awesome, doesn't it? And yes, it is. It allows you to do this stuff. Yeah, I'm not joking. You can fly with this bike. And since it has 7,500 hit points, you can do quite some crazy stuff with this. And what I like it most for is hop on it, smash a booster, and okay, the bike got a bit of side drive, but it accelerated real quick. Again, let's start driving, hit it, and we hit 140 kilometers per hour for a short period of time. But after this, the speed is reduced. Okay, now we had 97 meters per hour. But yeah, now it stays at 97 kilometers per hour. So it's after using the booster, it's even quicker. Yeah. So after using the exhaust once, it's quicker than the other bikes until you stop. But what's the problem about this booster? This bike, all in all, is slower than the R-54 because you get a real short extreme boost, but it's just for a second and then you're back to normal speed. For usual driving, the R-54 is faster because you get the booster over a longer period of time. But you can do real crazy stuff with this. For example, oh hey, I don't want to drive around this. Let's fly over it. Freaking awesome. I love this bike. Or even, oh hey, there is a rock. Nope. So yeah, I really love this bike, and yeah, it's just awesome. I love it. And even with this bike, you can use the double booster. Sometimes it works. I'll try if it works now, and it didn't. But what I wanted to show you is you can shoot to the side, and while you're mid-air, you can shoot to the front. Let's try this again, and yeah, worked this time. So you can just do crazy stuff with this. Um, I talked a lot about how awesome the bike is, and man, it is. It just is. How to get it? You need hardcore campaign tokens. Those. Um, but getting this is not this hard. You only have to complete those hardcore missions every day, or the first time per day. So doing every one of those missions and the one operation down here grants you 7 per day when you do all of them. And you will need a decent group and still over an hour or 2 hours to get through all those missions. The problem is the bike costs 200 of those campaign tokens. And when we're saying you can get 7 per day and it costs 200, it takes you 28.5, so 29 days to get this bike. So when you're planning to get this, be quick. You have around a month or a month and a half time to get it, and it takes you, or it costs you 1 month to get those tokens. So if you want this, be real quick. Okay, here we are under Shanti on a hill, and this is where the turbo kits really come handy. So even with this fast bike, I'm only doing 71 hill up, but here comes the turbo, and we're able to hit 90 for a very long time. So it can accelerate driving uphill really good. So we gained from 70 to 90. So it was a lot of faster. But when we look at the P1, I know climbing hills with the P1 is a pain in the ass. Wrong button. Or let's get the Turbo P1 right at the beginning, since the base speed is the same. So going up the hill, doing 49.50. Man, this takes forever. Let's hit the booster. And you hit at least 67 for a decent period of time, but still, it's a pain in the ass. And this is why you shouldn't get the upgrade kit for the P1. It's just not worth it. Okay, this is a pretty long hill, and yeah, I know not every hill is this long, but no, it's for fun, but it's not what you should use. Now the XLR. So hill up, we hit 65, 60, 60, 66, 67, and with the turbo we go up to 83. And since I got the double boost, we could climb the rest of the hill pretty quick. And for all people who want to stick with this bike, again, get the turbo upgrade kit, it's totally worth it. Okay, I already showed you how it looks like with the Epic bike using the Locust, but now to the MGVs. Hills are the place where MGVs can really shine. Here we got our Snow Squall, 40 bucks. Well, still cheaper than the Cheetah. And you remember, we had a high speed of 77 around on the straight, and uphill we're doing still 72. So climbing hills with the MGV doesn't affect your high speed this much. And this is the only real point for getting one of those when you want to drive alone. Since in rough terrain, they are just awesome. You can do a lot of awesome stuff and go completely off-road, not being affected by too much. And they're a ton of fun driving around. But again, for reaching your designated target real quick, get an LGV. Get the R-54 and a turbo kit for it. Or use the Lancer, because why not? It's freaking awesome. Okay, with this said, I hope I could show you some interesting facts about the different vehicle types in Firefall, and probably helped you getting the one that matches your needs. And yeah, with this, I'm out. Bye. Thank you for being awesome, and see you